need to recreate your life in the Lord Jesus. That no weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. Destiny judgment is hereby condemned in the name of Jesus. For this is the heritage of the servants of God, and the righteousness is of me, said the Lord. I speak blessing over your life in the name of Jesus Christ. I speak blessing over your family. I speak blessing over your marriage. I speak blessing over your children. I speak blessing over your business. I speak blessing over all people you are involved with. For the glory of God, be blessed in the name of Jesus. My God. Now, we are going to enjoy the presence of God in the house of the Lord for the past 7 days, and then tomorrow we're going to continue. But listen to this. Genesis chapter 9, verse 28. The presence is 28, and God blessed them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, before he said unto them, God gave capacity for man, and God to Christ man. So the place to be is that the blessing of God upon the man's life is what helps you to know his life and come to that place and fly fulfillment and have the joy of fulfillment in your life. So the blessing is capacity for the assignment. Somebody to God. As you open your heart to hear the word of God today, may the blessing of the Lord locate you in the name of Jesus Christ. You don't need a message for transformation. Sometimes you don't need a special 3 days, 4 days, sometimes just one word from God can change your life forever. Today, I'm listening to this broadcast. When you do transformation, you have the power of God in the name of Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
To the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. I have my son with me, the youth leader of the church, and God bless you for coming today. I have my evangelist here with me too. God bless you. Always a blessing. God bless you. I'm looking at you, Father. God bless you for being a part of today's broadcast. In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
I love you, you know. I'm happy with your commitment to the work, you know. We came here, the ministers had the first oil meeting this morning. It was wow. Right from 8 to 10. And from 10 o'clock we started another continuation of the revival program that is here. And we were so blessed with the ministry of God's servant Bishop my brother. Come on, talk to me about that meeting.
Let's leave that daddy for another day.
Are you serious?
Oh yes, sir.
So what you do is from here straight to this place to get the blessing to all our listeners. So I would say I love you and I appreciate your contribution in this kingdom work. But it's good that you took a lot of breakfast. You see, this is the definition of godly fanatism. Bless you in the name of Jesus. Very quickly, verse 40, the last verse of 1 Corinthians 14. What did it say? Watch this. God did not make mistake putting your eyes in front.
Yes, sir.
God did not make mistake that after you put your two eyes in the hand, your eyes in front, you can put it in the back. I don't want you to consider backward. I just want you to keep looking at it. He said, I don't want to ask you something about it. He said, the reason why you put the back, he said that when you got this welfare, you are not looking at the back because God got your back.
Yes, sir.
So you keep moving forward. You keep moving forward. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
What you understand that God is wisdom. He said, 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 21, God, Jesus is wisdom, the power of God. Put your wisdom under your right. But God never make mistakes.
Yes, sir.
But information with me. Because every time we go, when we go, someone say amen. You get to that point. It is not easy to such as a young man. You enjoy life.
Yes,
It is very, very important. Your business has just started. You're not going anywhere. Then you are using your plan is what 22-23 million. Your business has just started. You don't have a land. You don't have a house of your own. There is no discipline there. There's somebody. There's no discipline there. Open your eyes. The information is taking your life, taking you to another level of power. Listen to it. That business working. That marriage food. That man. That business yourself. Move. You don't have everything of God you want to write.
yes, sir.
You want to become your California. But you've got to be disciplined. How you spend your time. Discipline. How you spend your money. Discipline. How you spend the time you spend with people. Sometimes there are people who do not love you. But when you take too much of your time, you've got to learn how to spend my time. I'm going to leave this place now. This person right here, and then because it's in my car outside, and I can see it. And then the director to the office. And the next thing he said, Papa, I saw your car outside. I just decided to stop at the stop to say hello to you. I said, okay, how are you? How's the family? How's everybody? How you doing? How's church? How you? I said, everything's fine. And then somebody said, he's just, he came around my leg. He's just passed it. And he said to say hello to me. He took myself 2 hours for me. And I had to stand up for my own doctor. And then I started walking towards the door. And I was going to have to do it. And I was like, as soon as I left, I said, my God, what's this book? Place. He didn't want to celebrate any testimony. He didn't want to celebrate any miracle. Because to tell out people you came to do. You don't know what to call him king. He disappeared. Ladies and gentlemen, the discipline. We are distracted. We get distracted. You know what Jesus said yesterday? Jesus said, every man at all. You got to be part of this kingdom work. You put your hand on the plow. It's not that you look back. You are feeling them. You are fit.
Yes, sir.
Be focused. Be focused because, ladies and gentlemen, we are able to pray to make it happen.
Yes, sir.
What that you have. You don't find out that you have is the food in your tummy. That's what you're taking away from. Everything is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, sacrifice. Number 3, discipline. Number 4, determination. But if you don't have that, you can fail. Nobody is smarter to fail this life. But many people are not determined. Other people are only thinking to give up. We are not supposed to give up. My books are put it in the last chapter 4. Determination is the driver.
Yes, sir.
to Jesus today. Jesus is the game changer. All throughout, from Sunday last week, we have been in the presence of the Lord, receiving the word of God to kickstart a brand new revival in our city and our neighborhood, but first of all, starting with us as individuals. I want to join in the service of tomorrow. Join me in that service, because I know that is one service that's going to bless your life and is going to turn things around for your good in the name of Jesus Christ. There is no way you are going to miss your portion in the land of the living. Join me in that service. Before Christ or time, that is my name. I like for to receive you tomorrow. Come and enjoy reality in Christian Dominion Center. The address is number 14 River Street. River Street is the street beside the Blue College, directly opposite the First Bank. You can miss your way. 2 minutes truckable distance from the junction. If you are car driving. Okay, right now there is so much confusion going on in that street, so that you can use the street parallel to that street. Okay, that is to say, if you are coming from a place like this, then the street before the River Street, before is going to be the Street. Then if you are coming from Small, then the street after the First Bank by the left hand side in River Street, and when you drive it down the first stop by your left, go in there and you look up again at River Street. You come with your way. The God of heaven is going to bless you. This revival program is being heaven on earth, and I thank God for the will of God that came this year. You can call right now and we're going to say hello to you. In Jesus' name, please. Good afternoon. God bless you in the name of Jesus. Amen and amen in Jesus' name. God bless you. Jesus' name. In the name of Jesus. If you are coming to quickly in Jesus' name, amen. God bless you in the name of Jesus. Talk to me, please.
I'm inspired of some hearing that you did.
Okay, talk to me. God bless you. God bless you. Lord, doors will open for you. I pray for you right now. As you step in the word of God, as you begin to act on the word of God, may God stretch doors open for you. May God bless you, use you, and take your place as you never imagined. God bless you. In Jesus' name.
Amen, sir.
Oh my God, the today's program, oh my God. Can you give the church lines, please? This is very important. If you're listening to us right now, please, you need to get this office lines. So
90 26 00 75 17.
Hello. Yes, go again.
The church line 081 825 217 65.
Hello, God bless you. If you're coming from Newbury, you need to tell it's just one bus. If you're not driving, it's one bus. When you get to the Book College, stop. From the Book College, the very street opposite the first bar, walking 2 minutes, you're in church. The name of the church is Christian Dominion Center. You find the beautiful signboard at the junction there. God bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
With you. God bless you in Jesus' name. You are lifted. Your name will come from place. Yes. In Jesus' name. Oh my God, I need to run. You see, time. I need to go. Ibrahim is already out there. His program is set to go. But I love every one of you. I want to thank you for keeping the time with us today. Listen, join me in the service of people. Wherever you live in the city of the Lord, join me. Number 14 River Street beside the Book College. In the name of Jesus, your life will not be the same again.
Amen.
Christian Dominion Center is the place. If you live around join our Breakthrough Center opposite the John Event Center. Get to that street, go straight inside. Christian Dominion Center just waiting for you. Come and join me. Number 14 River Street beside the Book College, off the way Green City, beside the Book College. I'll be expecting you tomorrow to join us. I love you, and we love you in the name of Jesus Christ. The program will be Center 67. This same platform, that's what the Lord told you. You have no problem. Jesus' name.
Amen.
My name is Austin. To the Republic of Keke Riders, something good is coming your way soon. Watch out for the Bajaj Super Keke coming your way.
Call 0800 011 0110 for pre-booking.
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly, spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapele Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816 170 1105 or 0703 623 4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
92.7 KUFM.
get to hear their anthem on this program, and that is because they are hardly at the top of the Premier League table, or they hardly, do remarkable stuff. Not many fans usually request for their anthem, but right now it is all when the Saints go marching in. They are top of the English Premier League table. We are talking about Southampton. After 8 matches that they have played, they have played a game more than some many of the other teams, but hey, they are top of the Premier League with 16 points. They are ahead of Liverpool, who are also on 16 points, but with a game in hand. Leicester City are third on the table with 7 points, and Tottenham Hotspur are fourth with Leicester City are tied with 15 points, and Tottenham Hotspur are fourth on 14 points. We just saw a game, Everton taking on Manchester United. Manchester United, especially the manager, under tremendous pressure, but he did what he had to do. His team got a win, 3-1. They were able to win over Everton, and that means that he gets temporary reprieve, if you like. Well, I've always thought that he should be given an opportunity to really prove that he can do it. And yesterday we were talking about this, and I said, look, I believe that he's got what it takes to turn things around, and they were able to get that win today. Bruno Fernandes with 2 goals, and then Edison Cavani scoring for them. They brought him to score goals, and he has got a goal in the English Premier League. So congratulations to Manchester United and to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer winning this encounter 3-1 away from home. Everything they started brilliantly, but things have gone downhill since their first 4 matches, when they had a perfect start to the season. So that's what is going on in the world of football. We'll keep you updated with everything else that's going to happen. But we can also tell you that the 2020 National Sports Festival, they've told us now, the National Council on Sport, they have confirmed that it will be taking place in Benin City, Edo State, from the 3rd to the 18th of December. This is, of course, subject to approval, but this is the National Council of Sport. So they came away from their 2-day National Council on Sports meeting that was held in Asaba, Delta State, and they have approved that the 20th National Sports Festival, Edo 2020, will be starting on the 3rd of December. We'll give you all the details. I spoke to the media aides to the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Kola Daniel, and he confirmed that this is the situation. Well, the Tigers' new coach, that is Nigeria's senior men's basketball team, their new coach, Mike Brown, has released a 20-man provisional list for the 2020 Afro-Basket qualifiers, which will be coming up in Kigali, Rwanda, between the 27th and the 29th of November. So we'll be looking at that list, and everything happening in the world of sport, you get it live right here on Saturday Sports Fiesta on 92.7 KFM Benin City. My name is Saliu Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Ibrakadabra. Agosa Agbekan, the Sports Maestro, is also here. Agosa, welcome. Let us begin from the one that concerns us the most, and that is the National Sports Festival. So the 2-day National Council on Sports meeting that met in Asaba, Delta State, they have approved that the 20th National Sports Festival that is called Edo 2020, it's going to start on the 3rd of December. That's going to be on Thursday, and they've got some different phases for it. They said the first phase will be arrival December 3 to 4. Then opening ceremony will be on Saturday, the 5th of December. Then the competition days, phase 1, will come up from the 6th to the 10th of December. Then they will have a break, and then arrivals for the second phase, which will start on Friday, the 11th of December, and the competition days for phase 2 from December 12th to 16th. Then the closing ceremony is scheduled for Thursday, December 17th, 2020, and closure of the games village will be on Friday, December 18th, 2020. The Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports, Sunday Dare, who is also the chairman of the council, has shown that all the guiding protocols of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 shall be fully implemented. I think they are going to fully implement this. That means there will not be crowd allowed into the stadium. So he said with all the infrastructure being put in place as confirmed by the National Assembly inspection visit to the state. So the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, who was also present at the meeting, he re-echoed that the state is ready for the daily testing of COVID-19 rules for all athletes and officials who will be attending the competition. So we are getting set for this. December 3, National Sports Festival Edo 2020. It's going to commence.
I think that's something really good, something we have to really applaud, because we all will be expecting that the Edo State National Sports Festival Edo 2020 will commence this week. But so at some point we expect that it might go into 2021. But from the look of things, I think it's going to be a nice one that 2020 we have the Edo State the National Sports Festival Edo 2020. I think this is really coming at a time where we all thought maybe it's going to be really, really difficult, because we are having the second wave of the coronavirus right now all over Europe. But over here in Africa, it seems that the weather condition over here is one of the reasons why we are not having that much of issues of concerning COVID-19. But right now, December 10, something we are looking forward to. That's the reason why the Sababonda Stadium was renovated, and that's the reason why we want to have the Super Eagles playing against Sierra Leone in that same stadium. So for me, I think it's something good, and I hope that the Presidential Task Force (PTF) on COVID-19 will ensure that yes, these dates that they are fixed will come to pass, and we'll have the festival. We don't want any issues that will take it to 2021, but if that comes around, we have to just deal with it, because it's life first and it's health first before you think of a sport. But right now, I think we are hopeful and we are confident that December 10 we'll have the opening ceremony, and at the end of the day we have the National Sports Festival in the year 2020, not postponed to 2021 like the Olympics, because of the circumstances surrounding the environment right now when it comes to hosting the competition. So I hope those Deputy Governor, right on Philip Shaibu, he has been in the forefront since it was announced that those states will host the 2020 National Sports Festival. So he has done a lot, and we just hope that this time around we'll have this 2020 Sports Festival, and it will come without any issues, and at the end of the day the best athletes will go home with their medals and all that. So for me, I'm hopeful, and I'm sure that those state athletes, despite the lockdown and the inactivity so far so good, I'm sure that right now that the PTF, they've asked the athletes to resume training and all that. But
that is it. I mean, when was the ban on contact sports? When did we even say, okay, sports can start? And now you're going to be having the National Sports Festival from the 10th of December. Well, I don't think we should expect much from the athletes. I don't think we should be looking out for records being smashed, because I don't know, like these athletes have not really been competing. Normally, to prepare for a competition like the National Sports Festival, you don't just train, you don't just practice. You need competitions. You need to really sharpen your skills, but that's not what we are getting, and that's why I was thinking, okay, maybe next year will be the best time to do it. But well, the National Council on Sports, they've taken their decision, and the Edo State government is ready to go on with it. So we will be having, from what they've said, except there are last minute changes, because I had to call the aide to the minister to confirm that this is what has been agreed, and he said yes, that decision was taken, so they just need the final approval. But with what is going on, it seems that is it. The National Council on Sports has taken that decision, and the federal government will approve. So from the 3rd of December, Edo 2020 National Sports Festival will commence. Alright, still talking on Nigerian sports, let's go to basketball. The Tigers' new coach, Mike Brown, has released a 20-man professional list for the 2021 Afro-Basket qualifier that is slated for Kigali, Rwanda, between the 27th and the 29th of November. Brown, who will officially start his journey with Nigeria, he submitted a list featuring 7 players who participated at the 2019 FIBA World Cup when Nigeria qualified for the Olympics in Tokyo. The captain of the team, Ike Diogo, will lead the legion, which includes 29-year-old Stan Okoye, who plays for Gran Canaria, Ben Uzo, Ike Irobu, Talib Zaya, Ekpe Udo, and Michael Eric. Then 2015 NBA winner with the Golden State Warriors, Festus Ezeli, he will be also on that trip to Rwanda. He gets a chance to represent Nigeria for the first time, alongside a member of the 2015 AfroBasket winning team, Mike Binije. Then, after missing the final 12-man team to the World Cup, France-based Ike Iyami will make another return to the national team alongside Tony Jakiri, Christopher Obeka, Braxton Obuze, Mike Efegbera, and Obina Megano, who at some time featured during the team's 2019 qualifying series.
Yeah, I think that's really, really good. The fact that we are having Ike Diogo leading the team, as well as Cecily, somebody who was part of the Golden State Warriors winning team in 2015. I think the experience will come into play, and it will really, really help the Tigers to go very far in these qualifiers. Yes, we expect them to do very well, because in 2015 they were the champions, and we know how good they were and how fantastically they did want to get to win the gold medal. So this time around, it's 2020, 5 years after. We expect them to do great stuff, and now they are getting set for the qualifiers. I just hope that my brand, who was appointed last time out as the head coach, will go all out there to get the best, to play for Nigeria. At some point, I was really expecting some players to really make the squad, but there are some players I was expecting to make the squad that did not find their name there. But I think the coach, he knows best, those who are in top form at the moment, to go out there and make Nigeria proud. So I'm not surprised that some
because I'm hoping that some current NBA stars like Bam Adebayo decided to play for Nigeria. He has talked about it, but he said even some of his colleagues will tell him, look at the Nigerian basketball squad, they are looking really good here. Kind of like hoping that he will join, but he's not in the squad. We'll give you the 20-man list. Bam Adebayo is not there. So the list Stan Okoye is a small forward. He plays for, as we told you, Club Bolo Sesto Gran Canaria in Spain. Then Ikechukwu Nwemu is a shooting guard of Charlotte in France. Then we've also got Ike Irobu, is a point guard, Capital City Gogo, NBA G League in the United States of America. Then Talib Zana is a center for Hapoel Tel Aviv BC in Israel. Chima Moeke is a power forward, Orleans Lorette Basket in France. Then Obina Enechionia is a power forward, also Real Betis in Spain. Michael Binige, shooting guard of Nevesis in Lithuania. Obi Emegano, shooting guard, Fuel Lambrada in Spain. Mike Efebera is a shooting guard of J.A. Vichy Clermont in France. Then we've got Michael Eric is a center, Talk Telecom Basketball, that's in Turkey. Tony Jakiri, center. He plays. He's a center. He plays for Deportivo Saski Baskonia in Spain. Then Rashid Suleiman is a shooting guard. Plays for Casademont Zaragoza in Spain. Then we've also got Zaid Hest Okpelanaka he's a shooting guard of Antibes in France. Epe Udo is a center. Then Ben Uzo, point guard. Christopher Obeha is a point guard. Ike Diogo is a center. Braxton Ogwefi is a guard. And then we've also got Festus Ezeli, who's a center, and John Obuno. So these are the 20 players that the coach of the team has invited. So we hope that they will qualify Nigeria for the AfroBasket, which will be coming up in 2021 in Kigali.
Kigali, Rwanda. Yeah, I think we are going to be having new faces here, and I'm sure that the new faces, they will try as much as possible to have a fantastic outing, enough for them to have regular shares among the other players. Yes, we are looking at a very Betis power forward, Obi Inechoya, and alongside Ogbono John and Rashid Suleiman, who played for Casademont Zaragoza. Yeah, these guys, they apply their trade in Spain, and they are new faces, and they want to also make the manager feels that they are feel that they are okay and they are good enough to have a standby shirt in the Tigers. I think I'm really happy with what we are having right now at the moment. Even despite the national team and football national team, they are also having control of places, and right now in the basketball we are also having control of places. I think this is really good, and it will help the manager, the coach rather, my brother, to get the best out of the Tigers team, and he will always go out with the best to get something positive for Nigeria as a country. Yes, he starts his journey this time around with the qualifiers, and I hope that he has a whole lot to do, because if he's not qualified enough to lead Nigeria to the promised land, I don't think he would have gotten the job. But right now that he has been appointed, I'm sure he will want to make history. He wants to do very well with some of the players. Even the differences, he want to make history, want to do well under the new manager. So for me, I think it's something really, really good. But like I said before, I think those that were not invited for this qualifiers, I'm sure they know the reason why they were not invited. So they have to do very well to ensure that they get to be invited for the tournament proper. It's the qualifiers, and for those that qualified the country for the tournament, you expect that they were so good to participate. But I think the manager at some point will have to do with some that are really in the top form, to replace those that are not top form for the tournament proper. So let's see what my brand will have to bring to the Tigers. They were 2015 champions in the AfroBasket. So right now they are going to Kigali. Let's see how far they will go to qualify, and see how they will also win the title, because this time around we want them to win the title and become the first team.
Okay, former Nigerian international, former Green Eagles player, former Green Eagles captain Segun Odegbami, MON, says he feels unfulfilled not playing at the World Cup. Well, every player who didn't play at the World Cup definitely feels a sense of not, reaching the peak of his career. Segun Odegbami, of course, as I told somebody who was asking a couple of days ago, I think it was Adeswa, about who Segun Odegbami was. Like, look, this guy, one of the greatest ever, not just Nigerian, African players. He was amongst the highest scorers at the 1980 edition of the Africa Cup of Nations. That was the first time that Nigeria will win it, then known as the Green Eagles. He scored 2 goals in the final and 3 goals in that competition. Highest goal scorer of the competition, and he was instrumental to Nigeria winning. Well, in 1978, they failed to qualify for the World Cup, which took place in Argentina, and then again in 1982, the World Cup was in Spain, and Nigeria failed to qualify. Of course, Segun Odegbami was at the twilight of his career by that qualifiers in 1982. Actually took place in 1981. That was when the qualifiers took place. So he said he feels unfulfilled as a player. But of course, we know that Segun Odegbami achieved almost everything. As a player for ISS Shooting Stars, he won the Premier League title, that's in Nigeria, in 1976, 1980 and 1983. Then he won 2 FA Cups, 1977 and 1979, and 1 African Cup winners medal. That was in 1976. ISS Shooting Stars won the African Cup winners cup. So he is fulfilled as a player, but he just feels at the national team, because they failed to qualify for the World Cup, that is really something that he means. Let me quote him. He granted an interview to Saturday Punch. He said, missing out of the World Cup and not featuring at that level is very painful. It is even more painful because we had the opportunity twice, but on both occasions we couldn't. We knew it was important to go to the World Cup, but if we had realized the enormity the way we know today, we would have done everything possible to ensure that we went. Well, they actually did their best, but say what happened was that in 1981 Finland, when we were trying to qualify for the 1982 World Cup, we had just won the Africa Cup of Nations. We beat Algeria 3-1 in the final. We humiliated them. We were, look, you can go back and watch the clips, the videos of that match. That's the full match on YouTube, but go to YouTube, you will see it. It was such a comprehensive display from the Super Eagles that then they were known as the Green Eagles. That even before the final whistle, the fans were already celebrating. President Alhaji Shagari was in the stadium. Then that stadium was filled to capacity, and our goalkeeper Ben Sogedengbe was, putting up some displays for the fans, jogging the ball, just playing with it, and everybody was just so happy. So the manner of that victory against Algeria was so comprehensive that we just assumed that, okay, no problem. Final, how we were to play against Algeria. 2 legs, first in Nigeria, then we were to go to Algiers to play them. So we just assumed that we were going to win. And I've had stories, comprehensive stories done that I've read it on complete football. And Christian Chukwu had retired from the national team because he was the captain of the team in 1980. So he had retired, but somehow the way we have always, I don't know, maladministration, it's not a new thing in Nigeria. I don't say when it starts. So they went and told Christian Chukwu to come. Stephen Keshi was just coming into the national team. These were the young defenders that we had at that point. So Christian Chukwu returned to the national. He told me, look, I no longer have speed. No, John, no be you go World Cup, come and play. I'm not saying because Christian Chukwu made us to lose the game, but but the pace was just not there. And although I had the great Lakhdar Bellouni, and of course they had Mustafa Rabamaja. So I know what was going on. They beat us at the National Stadium in Lagos. 2-0. And beating Nigeria at home was not something that usually happened, but they beat us 2-0. And to tell you how difficult it was in those days, even till recent years, how difficult it is to beat Nigeria at home. After we lost that match in 1980, the only competitive match that Nigeria will lose again at that national stadium, Surulere, Lagos. In fact, even teams that come to play us, they were calling that place the hell of Surulere.
Fortress.
Yes, it was, and that's why I keep referring to that stadium as the spiritual home of the Super Eagles. It was only in the final of the 2000 Africa Cup of Nations, Nigeria, Ghana. Yeah, we lost to Cameroon. Even the lost game.
Yeah.
I mean, officiating. It would have been Victor Bena's penalty was a clear goal, but we didn't have good line technology. We didn't have VAR, so they called it questionable decisions against Nigeria that Cameroon won on penalties. Even though they went 2-0 up, we got the equalizers. Austin Jaja got a fantastic goal. But we lost that game. But so that was, we lost in 1981. The only other time that we lost was at the year 2000 Africa Cup of Nations. So they beat us 2-0 in 1981, and then we went away to play them in the return leg. We lost 2-1. So that was 4-1 on aggregate. Algeria won, and so Algeria went to the 1982 Africa Cup of Nations. It was a good thing that they went because they gave a very good account of themselves. They beat them, West Germany, beat them at the World Cup in Spain, and it took something that even today is seen as a disgrace in football. In fact, it led to FIFA having to change the final round of matches. That's why now you have all the final round of matches in the group stages being played simultaneously, so that teams cannot, collude to fix a result. Because Austria and Germany, West Germany, were in the same group along with Algeria, and then they knew that I think victory for one of them will give them that opportunity of both of them qualifying, and so they played it that way to eliminate Algeria. So it was really, really disappointing. But after we lost to Algeria in 1980. in 1981, so we did not go to the 1982 World Cup. But before that, it was in 1978. We were playing against Tunisia. We had gone away to play a goalless draw, so everybody was expecting at home Nigeria will definitely win. So we got there. We were playing the qualifiers for the World Cup in 1977. But then, unfortunately, in the 61st minute, Godwin Odie headed the ball and it beat our goalkeeper, Emmanuel Okala. And that was it. We lost that game at home 1-0. And I recall growing up, you know, when we played, and if you score an own goal, everybody would just shout, Odie, you know, Odie. So it lasted for a long time until 1994 when Andres Escobar scored an own goal for Colombia. Against the United States of America. He was playing for Colombia, but he scored an own goal, and then the United States of America beats them 2-1, and unfortunately, really, really sad. Yeah. As soon as they returned home to Colombia, he was assassinated because of that own goal that he scored. So that's when Odie finally rested, and people were always talking about Escobar when you score an own goal. So Shagubami is recounting these two painful incidents and how he failed to qualify for the World Cup. But he said that is it feels unfulfilled because of that failure to qualify for the World Cup. But come on, we think he had a fantastic career. Won the Africa Cup of Nations. There are so many great players that did not win the Africa Cup of Nations and did not play at the World Cup. So, Big Shag, as we fondly call him, we are really grateful for all the beautiful memories. He's 68 years old these days, and he's somebody that we celebrate. And apart from being, you know, a genius footballer, he's also an intellectual. I've been reading, going through his columns and his pieces on the newspaper. He has this column that he writes, mathematical, and that's what they used to call him, the mathematical Segun Odegbami, nickname given by the great Ernest Okonkwo. Okay, so that's the situation with Segun Odegbami. Since he feels unfulfilled not playing at the World Cup. Okay, let's talk about the Nigerian National League. Yeah, I know many of you have been asking, when will Benden Insurance start playing? Well, we've got something for you, not directly from Bendel Insurance, but from the Nigerian National League. This is coming from their media director, Ama Ignis, our very good friend. Hopefully, one of these days we'll have him join us in the studio. So, this is the communique that was issued at the end of a meeting of the Nigerian National League NNL stakeholders with the newly appointed management team of the league. It was held on Friday, the 6th of November 2020 at Top Rank Hotel Galaxy in Abuja. So, this is where the decision. One, the meeting welcomed the newly appointed management committee of the Nigerian National League headed by distinguished Senator Obinna Ogba. Two, the newly appointed management committee issued the stakeholders of a new dawn in the NNL with a vision to reposition the league as the most important league in Nigeria. Three, the meeting commended the president of the NFF, Amaju Pinnick, who was represented by the General Secretary, Dr. Mohamed Sanusi, for identifying with the NNL to put the league in the right frame. Four, NNL stakeholders unanimously adopted, this is important, please listen, they unanimously adopted the agreed format for the 2020-2021 season with 42 clubs divided into groups A1, A2, B1, B2, Northern and Southern conferences respectively, subject to its Congress ratification. So it is going to be the same thing like we had in this season, last season, that was truncated after 5 matches due to some issues before, unfortunately, COVID-19 struck. So it's going to be 4 groups. It will be the winner of each of these groups that will get promotion to the Nigerian Professional Football League for the 2021-2022 season. Because what they are going to play now is the 2020-2021 season. So, Benediction, whichever group they are, just like we had, you know, at that time, they were top of their group and they had a match to play against was this? Was it the Stars now? This team that they were supposed to play away, and I think that Belgians were told that that team had a game in hand. So that is the situation. They will still be in that kind of league format. Then the meeting opened and adopted strict adherence to the provisions of proper medical and insurance cover for players and officials as compulsory for all the clubs to participate in the league. And 6. Stakeholders enjoined the new management to set up a standard and well-equipped media department to promote the NNL brand, the image of the league, as well as ensure regular refresher training for clubs, media / communication managers, directors, coaches, directors, officers. And 7, the meeting recognized the mandate given by the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) for the league to start the new season 3 weeks after the commencement of the Apex League, the NPFL, subject to its Congress ratification. And finally, a minute silence was observed in honor of the former chairman of the NNL and an ex-Enugu State FA boss, late Sir Chidi Ofo Okenwa. This committee included Abdul Sule, the chairman, Rashid Balogun, member, Emmanuel Adesanya, member, Sandra Mohammed, member, and Alwatuko Emeka, member. So that is the situation with the Nigerian National League. It's going to be an abridged league format, 4 groups, A1, A2, Northern, B1, B2, Southern. Okay, so the winner of each of the groups, each of the 4 groups, will gain promotion to the Nigerian Professional Football League. So what we are going to be hoping for is that Bendel Insurance gets a good group so that we can top our group and gain promotion to the Nigerian Professional Football League. So as for when the league is going to start, they have said the NWFL, those ones have already announced their own. December 9, they want to start. They've told them that the Nigerian Professional Football League is supposed to, that's the mandate given by the NFF board, go and start from November 15. Then all the other leagues, they were mandated that once the NPFL starts, you can start your own not later than 3 weeks after. But the Nigerian Football League, because they are proactive, they've already told us December 9, which it will be well within that time, 3 weeks after the NPFL starts. But we don't know the NPFL, they've not even told us this is exactly when they will start. But the NWFL have already given us week 1 fixture. They just released week 1 fixture, but when we spoke to Ashafale, they said, look, we have all the fixtures. We've done our fixtures from the beginning of the season to the end. We just released match day 1 for the public. Okay, so the NNL, they have also assured us now that they are ready. So once the NPFL start their own, they would be ready within 3 weeks of the restart of the Nigeria Professional Football League. So that is the situation, and organizations are aware of this, so they will also be ready to start. All right.
Yeah, there's no excuses this time. I just hope that Bodin Bazwaye and his team will go out there and get what is needed for those State football club to the competition, because the Summer Buddha Stadium that has been branded right now is not just for Grade A international friendlies as well as other major competitions going on all over the world, but also for the home, for the state home team to be playing their matches right there at the Summer Buddha Stadium. So they've given them an option that is either they get the opportunity of bringing promotion to the top flight, or they remain at the main goal of this University of Nigeria Sports Complex. Yes, we've gone there several times to cover events, but you don't think that is the best place for Beneficiaries at the moment, because when you look at Samuel Buddha Stadium, come on, you think, okay, this is the best place for them to play. But for them to play there, I think it is good for them to gain promotion, so that the likes of Yuba International Rangers and 3SC, Stars of Ibadan, these traditional club sides will come down there and play for them. So the state government has done their own part, and it's not left for the state-owned team, talking about Beneficiaries, to go out there and also do their own part. So for me, I think the ball is now in the court of the players and the table crew. So all they need to do is to give promotion just the way they did 2 years ago before going back to the second tier. So for me, I think it's a no-brainer. It's not negotiable. It's either they get promotion to the top flight, or they remain. They continue to play their games at the Liberty Sports Complex. But if you look at the two venues, one will agree with me that yes, it's just like this somewhere they are stealing. So for me, they've got a whole lot of work on their hands, and they just have to do that and ensure that Edo State returns to the top flight.
But in the situation with Nigerian football, the Nigerian National League telling us that they've already said that this is the format: Abed League, small groups, A1, A2 in the Northern Conference, and B1 and B2 in the Southern Conference, and then they are ready to start 3 weeks after the Nigerian Professional Football League starts their own. I think they should be given the opportunity. Look, even if the Nigerian Professional Football League is not ready, they can start there. So I know that the Nigerian Professional Football League will be ready. Okay, let's go to Europe now. UEFA, they have asked FIFA President Gianni Infantino to change the handball rule to stop growing frustrations following a spate of penalties awarded for the offense. European Football Governing Body, they affirmed this. They sent a letter to Gianni Infantino. UEFA President Alexander Seferin asked that the football lawmaker should adjust the handball rule, which has been in place since March last year, so that referees can once again judge whether there is intent when a player handles the ball. You know, after the UEFA Champions League and the matches that we had on Tuesday and Wednesdays, there were so much debate about this, what happens with the handball rule, because it is given differently. The interpretation, the rule is the same, but the interpretation in UEFA matches is different from how the domestic league, especially the English Premier League, how they interpret it. And so UEFA are now asking FIFA to intervene, and of course FIFA cannot just do that, because FIFA, they have a lawmaking organ, which is IFA, the International Football Association board. So FIFA has 4 members there, and then you've got the so-called Home Football Association, England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So they have each of this football association, they have a representative each, and FIFA brings 4, so that is 8 members come together, and they have IFA, the International Football Association board. So they all have to agree on this before it becomes a law. But UEFA is asking FIFA to now intervene, and so that they can have this. So the attempt to strictly define the cases where handling the ball is an offense has resulted in many unfair decisions, which have been met with growing frustration and discomfort by the football community. So this was part of the content of Sufferance letter, which was sent on the 27th of October. So the contents of the letter, they were confirmed in Germany by SID, which is a sister publication to AFP. So this is the situation, and it's coming after we had different situations in the UEFA Champions League, especially the 2 goals that one of the goals, because the first one was a tackle and it was clearly a penalty, but the second one, which was awarded to Chelsea against what team did they play now? That second penalty, that handball, I thought it was unfair, and many pundits too felt it. But the rule is the rule. According to the rule, so you cannot blame, this is the thing now, you can't blame the referee. Otherwise, the UEFA would have just said the referee got it wrong, it shouldn't have been a penalty. Because the referee has been implementing the rule, so that's why they want to approach FIFA, so that they can have a different interpretation of the rule.
I think it would be good if they are to make some adjustments to the rule, because sometimes we find out that some goals, are not supposed to be good because of the way it's happened, but because the rules are out there and there's nothing the referee can do. Yeah, he has the duty or nothing to do when it comes to adjusting the rules, because all he needs to do is to implement the rules. So for me, I think we don't have to blame the referees, neither the
referees. That's why they want to say they can change the rules.
They just have to change the rules. Honestly, in a situation where you have some meters.
But instead of UEFA changing the rule, why don't they do what the English Premier League have done? Give the referees the
opportunity to check.
Use your own discretion. The rules are there. They don't have to go. The English Premier League did not have to go to FIFA. They just said, yeah, this are the rules. But initially when they even started, when they started this league, it was different. So they had to yes. And this boy, you should come and play for Nigeria. It's very easy. It's just squad.
And he has been invited to under 21 of the England.
I know that, but you can't compare the under 21. It was an awesome free kick that he converted. I'm trying to see if he was the one that got the first goal or if he provided the assist for that goal. We are looking at Crystal Palace, Leeds United, and fantastic goal. Austin Akocha-esque kind of free kick scored by Eberechi Eze. He got the assist for the first goal. It was scored by Scott Dunn, and now he has got the second. He's probably a terrific guy for them since they brought him from the championship. So that's the situation now. Crystal Palace to Leeds United. Leeds United actually had the ball in the back of the net, Patrick Bamford, but VAR intervened, and so they disallowed that goal. So talking about the handball rule and the confusion that it is causing. So I'm saying that the English Premier League decided on their own, okay, referee, this is the rule, but you can interpret it this way. Let's look at what is happening. You look at the ball, the speed of the ball, the distance where the defender is. Did he have any opportunity to get his hand out of the way and all that? You know, is his hand in a natural position, and you know, this kind of interpretation. So that way now, if that match had been in the Premier League, maybe it will not have been given as handball against that defender, because he will just feel the shot, the way it came at him, he had no time to react to it, and that's why they may not have given it. But since it is in the UEFA Champions League, they definitely would give it based on the rules. Even the president of Rennes is really not happy about it. Nicolas Holbeck, he was angry after the defeat, and he called the referee Felix Zoya the man of the match. I thought it was a bit harsh on the referee because he was simply implementing the rules.
Yeah. So for me, I don't think you have any reason to blame the referee because he wasn't the one in the first place that implemented the rules. So for me, I think IFAB, the technical and football advisory panels, well, this month they'll be meeting ahead of the 134th IFAB annual general meeting early next year. So I'm sure this matter will come up, and they are going to look at it and say, okay, let's see how they can adjust it, because sometimes we see decisions that are really controversial, and at the end of the day, it seems as if, okay, we are not, towing the positive line, but then I don't have to blame the president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino. So they just have to do what FIFA has put in place. So for me, I think they need to be changes, honestly, because sometimes
watching the replay of Leeds United's goal scored by Patrick Bamford, which was disallowed. It was his hand. He was pointing at where he wanted the ball. That was the part of the body that was offside, and it was given as offside. So the rule before was that a part of your body with which you cannot score shouldn't be offside. But I don't know. So some of these rules, the changes just come in, and it becomes confusing. All right, let's hope that IFAB will have some things to say when they meet. Okay, so let's stay in Africa and tell you this one is about beach football, and we hear that the 2021 AFCON beach soccer competition will be held in Senegal. So that's the Africa Cup of Nations beach soccer competition will be played in the week of May 23 to 30, 2021 in Senegal. The date is tentative and it is subject to approval by the African Football Confederation when that's the Confederation of African Football CAF, when the Senegalese Football Federation sends the proposal to Egypt. The information was communicated on Friday in a statement issued after the meeting of the FSF Executive Committee in Dakar. So the 2021 AFCON Beach Soccer was initially scheduled to take place in Uganda. It went to Senegal after Uganda withdrew. It will feature 8 teams whose 2 finalists will represent Africa at the Beach Soccer World Cup. It is scheduled for Russia in 2021. Of course, we know Nigeria, our team, known as the Super Sound Eagles, they have been there a couple of times. They have also been African champions twice. Yeah, Senegal is the reigning African champion from beach soccer. They won the title 5 times: 2008, 2011, 2013, 2017, and 2019. So we hope that Nigeria will do well in this competition. Okay, Patrick Bamford has finally got his goal. This one now is legitimate. So it is 2-1 to Crystal Palace.
Sometimes you wonder why Chelsea will have to loan so many players out there, especially those that have been doing very well for them. But then that's what you get sometimes, and at the end of the day, you see them doing very well. So many players have gone on loan.
Bamford is no longer on loan.
He has signed it permanently, but then he left on loan in the first place. But right now he has been signed permanently. So many players out there, even Kenneth Omero, and Victor Moses of the Sparkles.
Just not the only club. There are so many other like that.
Yeah.
Because of the competition in one club, couldn't really make it.
Was part of a Chelsea's team at some point, but right now it's the team. Just yesterday they won their match 2-0, and for the first time since 1988, they are topping the English Premier League. Though then it was the old division, but then
Romeo, when he was at Chelsea, I was wondering why they will be, especially Benitez.
Yeah.
They tried to play him ahead of John Mikelobi, and I'm like, come on, this guy is not better than John Mikelobi.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He just could not compete in that Chelsea midfield. That's why he left. Okay, all right, that is the situation. Right now, Crystal Palace 2, Leeds United 1. And yes, we started with the anthem of Southampton because for a very long time the Saints are top of the English Premier League. Their manager, Ralph Hasenhuttl, he told his side that they should believe that anything is possible. In fact, they went top of the English Premier League for the first time ever. Look, this team were beaten 9-0 at home by Leicester City last season. Yes. Also, was in danger of being sacked, but he gained descent to the summit of the English top flight for the first time since 1988 with a comfortable victory over Newcastle United. And we say it's the first time ever in the English Premier League because the English Premier League as it is today started in 1992. So congratulations to Southampton. It might be temporal, Liverpool have got a game in hand so they could overtake them, but hey, they are top of the league, so they should
celebrate it. Think that Danny Hayes, now after its injury, they will have the difficult to get, people that will score goals for them and get, them the maximum points. But yesterday, Che Adams, came up with something, and he was among the goals, and they got the maximum point, though they played as St. Mary's, and that was the advantage they kind of do without fans this time. But the fact that they wanted to also do something great, something they did so many years ago when it was the old division, and that was getting a 2-0 win yesterday over their opponents, Newcastle United. Yes, one we expect Steve Bruce and his players to come out with something positive and something good to even get a win or a draw at St. Mary's. But yesterday, it was Southampton that got the win. Even if the table changes tomorrow and they are now 10th or 8th or whatever, but they'll tell you at some point when you're table toppers, just like Everton started, like it has on fire. But right now, Everton are no longer top and Southampton top. So that is how it is. But I'm sure that in the next few weeks, then the men will celebrate from the boys. Fine, we understand that. But right now, I think Southampton will have to savour the victory. And for Tim Walcott, who left Everton to join them, he had an assist yesterday. So I think he's beginning to enjoy his game one way or the other. So for me, I think it was a very fantastic performance from Southampton, who lost 9 million last season. So I think that shows that there's improvement. And this time, they are doing better than what they did last season.
Okay, Everton have now dropped to 5th on the table. They are on 13 points. They won their first 4 games, then drew the next, and since then they have been losing. Manchester United were in action earlier today, and at one point it was looking like, oh, here we go again. Everton were going to beat them because Everton took the lead, but Manchester United fought back and they won that encounter 3-1. Bruno Fernandes got 2 goals. The second one looked like it was Marcus Rashford, but the replays clearly showed that he didn't touch the cross from Bruno Fernandes, so it was giving us Bruno Fernandes goal. Bruno Fernandes got 2 goals in that encounter, and then in the 90th minute, Edison Cavani got the 3rd goal. So Manchester United are just back to winning this in the Premier League after a couple of blips, and so they got 3 points, and that has taken them now to, let me see where they are. Manchester United are now 14th on the table, 10 points from their 7th game. I think that's a game in hand on something, so they can still rise further. But for now, they are 14th on the table. For Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you've got to say, well, he really needed this, and the team stepped up, and they got that win. If they had lost today, then all the stories will start. Mauricio Pochettino is going to take over.
Yeah, that's what we have been expecting, and that's what we've been hearing, that the Argentinian has been approached for the Manchester United job, but then this is what we have to, deal with when it comes to managing the club. Yeah, it's not really easy when the club is doing well. All the applause and everything, will go to the coach. But when they're not doing well, then you see the coach facing criticism and all that. But then I think this is not what we expected from Manchester United, honestly, because if they are to lose to a team, it's not to the last time they played, they lost to Arsenal.
Last match.
To Istanbul, as I said, which was back-to-back with brought to domestic and the Champions League. That was really slap on the face, because Istanbul, as I said, they were not really doing well as a time they beat Manchester United, and the way they defended and the way they played, it looks as if no one was serious and they never expected that victory. But following the criticism and all that has happened, after the game against the Istanbul, you could see that yes, though they played against a tough side like Everton, who also went to the market to strengthen their team, but they were able to get the win. And so, all thanks to Bruno Fernandes. Ever since that guy joined Manchester United, he has been the go-to man, and he's a midfielder, not a striker. So for me, I think you just have to, respect Bruno Fernandes. Though Edison Cavani got his goal today, which saved the victory for them, though they were already 2-1 before he got his goal, though it was his first one. I'm sure that the man from Uruguay also himself believed that, okay, at last I've gotten a goal for United. But then this is not where this should have been. We expected Manchester United to do very well this season, having gotten some players, but that's the news for you. Even if you get to spend £500 million, sometimes you could lose to a team that is bottom of the table. So
okay, let's look at what's happening in the English Premier League. Earlier today, Everton at home at Goodison Park, they lost 3-1 to Manchester United. Right now, Crystal Palace are taking on Leeds United. Crystal Palace 2-1 up. Later, Chelsea will play against Sheffield United. That match is coming up at 6:30. Then West Ham United will play against Fulham. That match will be at 9 p.m. Okay, then in the English Championship, well, this one is good news for our boy, former captain John Mikelobi. Stoke City played against Reading. Away from home, they won 3-0. That's fantastic result for them. That man that we're talking about, Stoke City and Watford. Watford won that encounter 3-2. Ismail Assar got the late goal.
Yeah,
and the one that encountered 3-2. So it was William Troost Ekong who smiled with his club. So in the championship right now, Reading, their game has ended. Reading 3, Stoke City. Reading 0, Stoke City 3. Birmingham, they're playing against Bournemouth. Bournemouth are 1-0 up away from home against Birmingham City. Blackburn Rovers 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Brentford 0, Middlesbrough 0. 37 minutes of action here. Derby County 0, Barnsley 1, Huddersfield Town 0, Luton Town 1, Norwich City 0, Swansea City 0, Nottingham Forest 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0, then Rotherham United 0, Preston North End 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Millwall 0. Watford featuring William Troost Ekong, they beat Stoke City a couple of days ago. Right now they are playing goalless against Coventry City. So that's what's happening in the English Championship. All right, let's go to the other leagues now and see the weightings are in the other top 5 leagues in Europe.
Okay, we look at the Spanish La Liga Santander. There was a match earlier today, and following that game,
and Eibar played at a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, that was what happened today.
Right now, Barcelona playing against Real Betis. 21 minutes of action. Barcelona 0, Real Betis 0. Sevilla will play against Osasuna later. Then Atletico Madrid will take on Cadiz. That match is coming up later.
Okay, and that is what we're having in the Spanish La Liga. In the German Bundesliga, it's halftime at the moment. 5 matches currently going on, and it's halftime. Augsburg made, Hertha Berlin 1.
They're in the second half already.
In the German Bundesliga?
Yes.
Okay.
Augsburg and Hertha Berlin, they're in the 58th minutes.
Okay.
Berlin leading 1-0.
Okay, what we are having here, Mainz 5 and the Schalke 2-1. Red Bull, RB Leipzig, playing against the Freiburg, leading 1-0. Then Union Berlin are 3-0 up against Amina Bielefeld. There were VfB Stuttgart, they are leading entrance for 2 goals to 0. Later at 6:30, Borussia Dortmund will take on Bayern Munich, which was to be so explosive between the both sides.
Okay, in the Italian Serie A, Cagliari 3, Sampdoria 0. That match is in the 79th minute. Then later Benevento will play against Spezia, and Parma will be taking on Fiorentina.
Okay, that is what we are having. And in the French Ligue 1, we've got no match today in the French Ligue 1 apart from the French Ligue 2. So what we are having today is
French Ligue 1.
Yeah.
We've got taking on Montpellier. Then Paris Saint-Germain will play against Rennes.
Okay.
We've got those matches on coming up 5 p.m. Bordeaux and Montpellier. Then Paris Saint-Germain and Rennes is at 9 p.m.
Rennes last time out, they lost to Chelsea 3-0 in the Champions League, and PSG won their game. So PSG wants to take the latest time as far as they are the defending champions of the French Ligue 1. And what we are expecting tonight is going to be a tough one. Though they are playing at home, they might want to get a maximum points after losing to RB Leipzig in the Champions League. So the best way for PSG to come back to winning ways is to win against Rennes. But then Rennes, they are not pushing on since the season started. They've done well, but would they be able to beat the reigning champions at home? That would be a big question.
Okay, that's what we have going on in the world of football. As we told you, Crystal Palace is the game that we are keeping tabs on now. Playing against Leeds United, Crystal Palace leading 2-1. It was 2-0, but Leeds got a goal back. Alright, so that is the situation with the live matches. Okay, let's look at some happenings around football in England and other parts of Europe. Roberto Firmino is key to Liverpool. This is coming from the manager of the club, Jurgen Klopp. He says he doesn't understand why people are talking this way. And if you watch Liverpool and you do not understand the importance of Roberto Firmino, then he doesn't know what to say to you. Of course, Roberto Firmino in about 11 matches has only scored once, and with the emergence of Diego Jota, people are beginning to ask questions: should Roberto Firmino even be playing for Liverpool? And his manager has come to his defense. He said, look, last season no Premier League player won more possession than Roberto Firmino. 37 times he won possession for his side. That he was the difference maker so many times, and that he feels really embarrassed to list all the qualities of the 29-year-old player. He was signed by Liverpool from Hoffenheim in 2015 on a 5-year deal for a fee of about £29 million, and he has scored 58 Premier League goals in 182 appearances, with last season's return of 9, the first campaign in which he did not reach double figures. So he might not be as fast as Sadio Mane or Mohamed Salah. He might not be as flashy as these guys. He might not get as many goals as these guys, but you feel that without him being in the middle, without him ready to sacrifice himself for them, maybe they might not be as good as their returns, the goals, number of goals that they're getting. They might not be getting that many without somebody like Roberto Firmino. I think every team needs a player like that. So, some do not understand it, but the manager is coming to his defense and telling him.
As the manager, you just have to come to the defense of the player, because when the going was really, really tough, he was there. When they were not winning anything, he was there. When they achieved what they were achieved so far, Bobby was there. So I don't know, even if you go to social media right now, you see people saying, should Firmino be banned for Diogo Jota? Come on, you got Diogo Jota from Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm fine. The young man has scored 7 goals so far, and he has been in fantastic form. But that doesn't mean.
Okay, we've got a goal alert, and this is really, really heartbreaking for Leeds United. On goal, they have considered. So it is now Crystal Palace 3, Leeds United 2. There's hardly anything that goalkeepers can do when their own player puts it in.
Yeah, it's difficult to defend, and it's for 2 minutes of play, and it's already 3-1, which goes to that. Okay, in the second half, we are going to be expecting somebody many goals, but it depends on how this United will react, because last time they lost their game, and this time they.
It was a wicked deflection. It wasn't like the player missed time his pass, or he was attempting to block the cross, and instead he diverted it into his net. It was from quite a distance. I thought the goalkeeper had some time to react, but his positioning was what was the problem. So his reaction was late too from the goalkeeper. So it is now Crystal Palace 3, Leeds United 1. Alright, so we're talking about Roberto Firmino and the defense of his manager Jurgen Klopp. But look, you've also got to understand what those who are criticizing him, what they are saying. Diogo Jota has been a revelation for them. Yeah, I understand how important Roberto Firmino is, but if Diogo Jota can play well with Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, if they are the new front 3, well, maybe Roberto Firmino he needs to really step up, because he's been poor this season.
He's just one goal this season, but that is not enough for somebody who is the central striker. But then there are times you have strikers who are really, really unselfish. And
no, we're not even talking about the goal. This season, how much has he contributed? What was the assist? Yeah. What has he done? He's really been off form this season.
Yeah, we know
is the criticism.
Yeah, sometimes you get that you have to be form. Sometimes it happens to so many players. But the fact that he hasn't been scoring doesn't mean he's out of the team, or it should be given the chance.
That's exactly the argument now.
It should be Jota.
He's not scoring. He's not giving assists. He's not working his socks off like he did last season, as we mentioned. He got 9 goals. Did you hear anybody complaining about the importance? There are times when he doesn't even they're talking about we are building up to Liverpool, and I say I think Roberto Firmino is very important to the team. Yes, Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah may be getting the goals, but he seems like the glue that holds that attacking play together up front, because he seems to just draw attention to himself, or he's ready to do all the dirty work. He tackles, he tracks back, he gives passes, and his touches are very good. He opens up defenses, kind of like what Olivier Giroud does for Chelsea and for France. But this season, we've got to be fair, he has not been doing that consistently, and that's what is frustrating some Liverpool fans, and maybe that's why they are calling for him to be, kicked out of the team, at least for now that they have the good data. But the manager is coming to his event, which is what the manager should do anyway, because you need somebody to speak up for the player, and you've got to also look at the past, what this player has done. And he said, look, anybody who is saying that this guy doesn't deserve to be in the team, then he can't help these kind of people. Sorry, but that's how it is. And really, if you know football, then you will understand. It's not just by somebody getting the ball, dribbling the entire pitch. Sometimes you are dribbling and it's not really making anything. Yeah, but someone else comes and he's doing some great stuff. So the man is talking from a technical perspective and telling us that, look, you've got to understand what this guy does in the team. In the Super Eagles, we had so many coaches in the past. Never my favorite player in the team. No, seriously, personally, I didn't really see why he was that important. Why was he always making the team? But I also have to concede and admit that, look, all these coaches were coming because we had different coaches, different managers of the Super Eagles within that period, and they were still coming, and some of them were playing him. So he must have been doing something that we were not saying. And so that's the way it is. If every manager, and the same thing, you know, with John Mikel Obi at that point, I was asking the question: why is it that the different managers that we had at Chelsea started with Mourinho? After Mourinho, you had Avram Grant come in. After Avram Grant, Gus Hiddink came, Carlo Ancelotti came, Roberto Di Matteo came. Every manager, even Andres Villas-Boas, every manager that came played John Mikel Obi as the number 6, what we call 4 in Nigeria, as the golden midfielder. But whenever it comes to the national team, he plays as the number 10, as the attacking midfielder. And so I was asking the question, so are we saying that the national team coach is knows more about football than all of these different managers that have come to Chelsea, you know? So that's kind of like with some of these players like Roberto Firmino, you might not really see what they are doing, but the managers see it and they like it, and that's why these players always get to play. Okay, let's go to another story. Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford has been told to use his instinct more by his manager Carlo Ancelotti. He's come under some severe criticism because of some of the goals that he has considered. So Carlo Ancelotti is saying, look, do not overthink. As a goalkeeper, just make up your mind. I want to dive. Don't start thinking, oh, what if I go for this ball? What if they score against me and all that? Just use your instinct as a goalkeeper. There's no doubt that he is good, but he will get better with time. This is what Carlo Ancelotti is saying, that his mentality is good, but he just wants him to trust himself more and, you know, use his instinct. And you remember that he came under scrutiny because of his challenge on Virgil van Dijk in the Merseyside derby, which resulted in a serious injury for the Liverpool defender, and that is going to be out of action for so many months. We don't even know when he will come back, but thank God he had successful surgery. So his manager is just advising him. He gave this advice before their match against Manchester United earlier today, but we know that they lost that encounter 3-1. All right, moving forward, this is really, really disappointing news, but we hope that they will come out of this stronger and healthier. We're talking about Eden Hazard. You've got to feel sorry for Eden Hazard, really, because it's been horrible for him since he went to Real Madrid. The last match they played in the Spanish La Liga, he had a great game, scored a terrific goal. Didn't score in the Champions League, but at least he still won. And you're thinking, okay, he's going to start building momentum. But guess what? He has tested positive for coronavirus. Casemiro, one of their most important players, has also tested positive. Casemiro even got the winning goal for them in the UEFA Champions League. Casemiro has also tested positive for coronavirus. So Eden Hazard and Casemiro will be out of action for some time.
Yeah, that is a big blow for Real Madrid. Especially for Casemiro, who plays as an holding midfielder, and for them, though whenever he's not there, you have other players, you know, taking on that. I don't know what.
Militao. Last week we announced that he also tested positive for COVID.
So I don't know. Sometimes when a player tested positive for coronavirus, and it seems that okay, it will take like 2 weeks before he returns to the team, and sometimes it really affects the team, because by the time you return, you have to get some match fitness, you know, for you to make the first team, which is not really easy for some players to cope with. But then I think for Eden Militao for Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard, he hasn't gotten the best time as Real Madrid. Honestly, last season he struggled. This season we expected, okay, he might just get his swag back and continue to do what he was doing for Chelsea then, scoring goals and also contributing assists. But right now, it seems that the same thing that happened last time also affecting him. I don't know when he's going to get it right to start scoring goals for Real Madrid. That was the reason why he was bought, though he wanted to win other trophies with the La Liga giants. But we hope that things will get better for Eden Hazard. But for Casemiro, another big time player for Real Madrid, who has also won so many trophies with them, I don't think this is the best time for him to get to test positive. I just hope that in the next 2 weeks or so he gets negative, tested negative, and he goes to training and get himself back. He's not really lazy, honestly. COVID-19 has really spoiled so many things when it comes to football. It has affected so many coaches' plans and their tactics about that. But notwithstanding, once you are tested positive, you just have to do the needful. Yes, self-isolate and come back and do your next test, which will give you a negative result. That means, okay, you are good to go to the camp and all that. But then there's nothing you can do about it once you are test positive. You're mingling with people, your interaction with people, could also give those same people, coronavirus. So it's not really easy. This year, let's just say, is an unusual, uncommon year. So we hope that at the end of the day, maybe as we go into 2021, we'll have better seasons for both players, clubs, and everybody, because COVID-19 has really affected. Even imagine when Juventus had issues with Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, it was coronavirus. He missed some games, and at some point, they had issues with the Italian government. They said he was the one who wasn't really patriotic enough, who was trying to paint them in bad light and all that. I was like, what the hell? Somebody went for nationality, he was tested positive, he couldn't play for his country, he had to, go back to his club and, self-isolate, and now they are trying to put the blame on Cristiano Ronaldo. But when he returned, we saw what he did. He brought it in the UEFA Champions League. So for me, I'm also looking at Juventus today as the team that will go on to win their game and continue to chase the Scudetto. Though it's not going to be easy, but I see them, getting the victory if Lazio did not go to the party. So for me, it's going to be a tough match. But having the coronavirus this time around, players testing positive, is something that we just have to, make do with, because it's not going to be easy. Because once you test positive, you have to self-isolate until you are doing the green light. You cannot change the rest of the squad. So it has affected so many clubs and not just Juventus. So let's see how we're going to cope with this until we get a green light.
Just watching the VAR depiction of that offside goal again. I look, it's ridiculous, honestly. How can the armpit of somebody be offside? I just do not get it. Patrick Bamford, that goal that is called the first goal against Crystal Palace, ought to have been given, but he was planting. That's what players usually do. On the ball, the point. Yeah. And that's what he was doing. But that was the part of his body that was flagged offside. It's really ridiculous. I thought it was a fantastic goal that he scored. And look at it. Look. We can see clearly. And look at the Crystal Palace player. It seems to be playing him on. Look at where Patrick Bamford's hands and head is. His legs and his body and his head. They were not in the offside position. It was his hand in front from his armpit area. We can see. So how is this offside? This is ridiculous. But it was chalked off. They didn't give it.
I think this is really
okay. All right. Italy coach Roberto Mancini. Fortunately, he has also tested positive for coronavirus. He's 55. He managed Manchester City from 2009 to 2013. Of course, won the English Premier League. He's asymptomatic and is self-isolating in his home in Rome. So the Italian Football Federation, they confirmed that Mancini had returned a positive test during periodic checks of the technical staff. So coronavirus just really spreading. Really, we've got to also be very careful because of what is happening in the rest of the world. Okay, Ryan Giggs. We told you he had a case where he was arrested, and so because of that, he is not going to be part of the Wales national team. He is the manager of Wales, but because of this, he had to step aside for their next 3 matches. He's not in the right frame of mind at the moment. But his younger brother, Rodri, has branded him a sex addict who cannot resist women on nights out. And Rodri, if you know the story between him and his brother, then you will understand what we're talking about. In 2011, it was revealed that Ryan Giggs was having an affair with the wife of his younger brother, Rodri. Her name, Natasha. He had an 8-year relationship, secret relationship. She was married to his younger brother, but he was having an affair with her. Nobody knew for 8 years until eventually it became a scandal, and that was when people got to know. And even at that point, when he was having that affair with his younger brother's wife, he was also dating somebody who took part in their own reality show, Big Brother. You know, he was dating one of them at that point. So, the younger brother, of course, divorced his wife Natasha because of this incident. And Ryan Giggs at that point too was married, and Ryan Giggs too divorced his wife divorced him because of this situation. So now the brother is coming out to say, look, my elder brother, he loves him, in spite of what he did to him, but he doesn't hate him. Instead, he pities him because he feels he has a serious problem that maybe he needs to seek help with his situation. So Rodri also played he played professional football, but of course he wasn't near as successful as his big brother. He played for Salford City and Torquay United. So he said he spent years trying to comprehend how his own brother could do that to him, but eventually he's forgiving him. And even these days, when he speaks to his ex-wife Natasha, he jokes with her over what she did with Ryan Giggs. So right now, Ryan Giggs, the situation that happened a couple of days ago when he was arrested was because his girlfriend was angry that she was seeing some flirty messages on his phone, and so it was the attempt to check the phone that led to that altercation between them, where they said he caused her bodily harm, and even somebody was related to her maybe came and tried to defend her relative, and according to the story, Ryan Giggs also injured that one, although he denied all allegations. But unfortunately, in the past, he has been involved in things that were not palatable at all, especially when it comes to women. So his brother says he has a problem with that.
Well, I think if there's anything his brother could help you with, is to help you with some kind of advice that will ensure that this, does not do such a thing. But no, he's the best among the two, and he should be the one to advise his younger brother instead of him getting advice. I don't know why.
When you have a problem is when it becomes an addiction. Yeah, you just need to seek professional help. Yeah,
that's right. Because I don't understand why someone like Giggs, who was so passionate about football, that he went on to win so many trophies with Manchester United. And when you look at the world of football, hardly before you see a fantastic footballer, not being mocked by ladies, or not being followed by ladies and all that. We've seen that with.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't even need to be half as successful as Ryan Giggs for you to be admired by people, but it's all boils down to discipline. You've got to be disciplined, and there are certain things you do, even if you are, like that, you can't control yourself. But there are some people that you should know. These are red lines are here.
If not, my career.
Your brother's wife, it's going to be a scandal. And at that point, he was married, not like, okay, he wasn't married. That was the reason why he
wasn't married.
He was married. His own wife was dating somebody who was flatmate in Big House. What did they call them? Housemate in Big Brother. Then was living with the younger brother's wife for 8 years, and was still having other, relationships that later, but he had this quickie clean. Everybody was thinking, oh, Ryan Giggs, you know, model professional. You don't hear any scandal about him. But the day he got exposed, I mean, the whole world just now saw how ugly the whole thing was. The same thing happened with Tiger Woods. Remember, Tiger Woods had this quickie clean persona, but suddenly when he had a problem in his house and ran out of the house, was driving out, then he hit I think was it a water hydrant? Yeah, I think he hit a water hydrant, and then the police came. Then they had to like give him the sobriety test, and that's when we started. You know, was it drink driving and all that? But later we started hearing the stories, and that was when the revelations started coming out. And then his wife, then Erin, she too had she's divorced him now. We got to know that. He was not cheating with her with one woman, not two, not three, not. He had so many. There were so many, and she became distraught, not necessarily because of the infidelity of her husband, Tiger Woods, but because even the people, you know, the people who he's aides, they usually have friends too. The same people that say, don't worry, our guy is busy, and they had one important meeting with this client. But they were the ones organizing the partners for Tiger Woods, and she was really sad and said, look, she lost faith in humanity when she saw that even the people who were close to him and who were her friends, who she thought were her friends, who were the ones that they were all part of the, you know, the secrecy, and they knew what was going on and nobody told her. So finally for Tiger Woods, he lost so many things, including sponsorship deals, but later, of course, he cleaned up his life. We don't know now what is really going on because he's decided to be very, very private about his life. Look, these things just keep happening. Even with John Terry, remember? John Terry, at one point with Wayne Bridge, although it was Wayne Bridge's fiancée that he had that relationship with, that we even later got to know that the lady even, you know, got pregnant and they had an abortion and everything, and it led to John Terry losing his captaincy of England at one point, you know, and the whole thing just became a serious problem. And then he also later had that incident with Anton Ferdinand, which eventually led to Fabio Capello resigning as the coach of the Three Lions. So these guys are human beings. Let's not think that because they are superstars, then of course they've got failings like all humans. But our advice is, please, you must try as much as you can to control yourself because of some of this. As when it becomes something that you really you can't control anymore, then you need professional help. There are counseling that can help you. There are professionals, there are experts that can help with things like this, so that you don't ruin your reputation. Because that's exactly what is happening with Ryan Giggs right now. I don't know whether he will even come back to manage the Welsh national team, especially if it sticks. If this wife, well, not if she isn't his wife, his girlfriend. If this, but well, they usually term it wife beater. This allegation. Johnny Depp, the actor, who of course has been in so many movies and was in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them franchise. He has announced now that he has been basically asked to leave the franchise because of the recent court ruling in which it was decided in court that he was beating his wife Amber Heard, and so because of that he's lost that contract now, that film franchise contract. So we've got to be very careful in our private lives in order not to cause problems for ourselves. So those of you who are sports stars, please be very careful. Some of these things could be used against you later. All right, let's go on this break. We'll be right back.
Convention. Gospel Church invites the general public to Convention 2020. The Proclaiming Liberty in the Land. Speaker Elder David the Beloved. In the web of a mystery, in the balance of the oracles, the bench of the prophets is exhausted. This is an esoteric subject. The truth have carried, now must be told. The mystery been finished, the vision now must play. Come to convention, come to Liberty Week. Venue, Gospel Church, number 1 Gospel Avenue, off Adeswa Street, off Airport Road, Benin City, Edo State. Date, 9th to the 15th of November 2020. Time, 5 p.m. daily. Come to the 7-day program of the spoken word. Come one, come all. The spoken word is the original seal. Signed, Elder David the Beloved.
Welcome back. We are in the second half now. Crystal Palace taking on Leeds United. Crystal Palace still 3-1 up from the first half. Okay, let's look at some other issues happening in the world of sports. Let's go to the gossip section of the newspapers. But most of them now, we understand that they are ready to sell as many as 5 players in January, including Manchester United target Ousmane Dembele, the 23-year-old France striker. So Liverpool are interested in signing Inter Milan's 25-year-old defender Milan Skriniar as cover for the injured Virgil van Dijk. He's also a target for Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United targets Erling Braut Haaland, who's 23. He has a verbal agreement to leave Borussia Dortmund in 2022, but Real Madrid are favourites to sign him. After wait and see. Coach Julian Nagelsmann is another contender in addition to former Tottenham boss Mauricio Pochettino to succeed Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer if things go worse than they are and he leaves. But thank God at least he won today. We also hear that Mauricio Pochettino rejected Barcelona twice so that he can take the job at Manchester United. That's according to the Star. If you want to believe that, I find it really, really difficult to believe. Chelsea through Olivier Giroud and Italy defender Emerson Palmieri and Spain left back Marcos Alonso. They remain a target for former Chelsea manager Antonio Conte. He's not the manager of Inter Milan, so maybe he's looking at getting these players to join him. Yeah, Real Madrid, they reportedly sold left back Sergio Reguilon, who is 23, to Tottenham Hotspur this summer because of a disagreement between the Spanish international and Rayo Vallecano's French goalkeeper Luka Zidane, who's 22 and is the son of the manager Zinedine Zidane. I don't understand why the son of a manager who plays for another club have a problem with a player, and that will lead to you selling that player. If they were in the same club now, well, I might understand, okay, because of the altercation and all of that. Interest in Red Bull Salzburg and Hungary midfielder Dominik Szoboszlai, who's 20, has been confirmed by his agent. Then they have pulled out of the race to sign Salzburg 20-year-old French defender Mohamed Sibakan, who's also a target for Aston Villa. Alright, so these are some of the stories making the rounds in the gossip section of the newspapers. Alright, before we start taking your calls, let us go to professional wrestling. We had SmackDown last night, so let us give you the results of the matches. Okay, it started with the Women's SmackDown Championship. It was on the line, and SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks defended her title against her former best friend Bayley. Remember that she beat Bayley in Hell in a Cell to win that encounter. So they had a hellacious fight. Great match between these two fantastic wrestlers. Whenever both of them are in the ring, they usually give an awesome display. But it was Sasha Banks who won this encounter, hit Bayley with a backstabber, and then she put her in the bank statement. That's her submission maneuver, and then she got the win. But after the match, as she was celebrating, Camelia came out of nowhere and then hit Sasha Banks with a super kick. She left Banks lying on the entrance ramp. So Banks defended her title, and the story with Banks is that whenever she wins a title, she's not a 5-time champion, singles champion, but all previous all previous occasions that she has been champion, she usually loses at her first title defense, so she's never been able to retain, but at least now she has retained the SmackDown Women's Championship. So we also had this segment where there were interviews. Kayla Braxton, she interviewed Jey Uso. So while she was talking to Jey Uso, and he was talking about his attack on Daniel Bryan, and he said that they are not blood, and he was mainly doing what he had to do. Paul Heyman then interrupted and told him that Roman Reigns, of course, is the tribal chief. He had not authorized the interview, and then he told the former tag team champion that his cousin needed to talk to him. And that's where we saw Rey Mysterio. He was frantic, and he tried to get in touch with his daughter Aliyah, who now seems to be dating Buddy Murphy. Then Dominic Mysterio was trying to get his father to concentrate on his match with King Corbin, because whoever wins that game was going to join the SmackDown team that will represent the brand at Survivor Series. But out of nowhere, Baron Corbin came and attacked Rey Mysterio. So they were going to meet later that night to have that fight. So backstage, we saw Roman Reigns, who was angry, and he corrected his cousin Jey Uso for taking an interview, and he told him, are you trying to tell your own story? Then he ordered Paul Heyman to get Adam Pearce, because they were going to handle the Kevin Owens situation. So later in the ring, we saw Baron Corbin taking on Rey Mysterio. He tried a sneak attack on Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio recovered and was really doing well. But at ringside, Seth Rollins attacked Dominic Mysterio. Then Aliyah and Buddy Murphy, they arrived, and this distracted Rey Mysterio, which allowed Baron Corbin to hit him with the end of this, and then Baron Corbin won. So it means Baron Corbin would be joining the team to represent SmackDown at Survivor Series. Then we also had this triple threat match: Ruby Riott versus Zelina Vega versus Natalya. So the winner of this was going to have a spot on the SmackDown Women's team at Survivor Series. It was Ruby Riott who won, so she defeated Natalya and Zelina Vega. Then we had this one Survivor Series qualifier: Otis versus Seth Rollins. Well, Otis seemed more focused and determined in this encounter, and it was looking like he was going to get a win. But then we saw Buddy Murphy, who came and he held on to the apron, and that distracted Otis, and this allowed Seth Rollins to catch him with a super kick, and then he hit him with the stomp, and he got the win. So he was confused because Murphy had attacked him before, but Murphy now seemed like he was helping him out, but Murphy walked away and went to the back. So the Mysterios were watching via a monitor backstage, and even the commentators were questioning what is Buddy Murphy up to. So Seth Rollins defeated Otis, and Seth Rollins has joined the SmackDown team. So we had the final events: Kevin Owens taking on Jey Uso. But before that, we had Michael Cole, who met Lars Sullivan, and then he had a discussion with him. Sullivan talked about how he journeyed from being bullied to a bully, and the interview segment was a bit uncomfortable. But then we had Jey Uso taking on Kevin Owens, and this was because of an earlier showdown between them earlier in the night. So Kevin Owens told Kayla Braxton, before the match that he's 100% his own man. So Uso can rest assured that the beating is going to, he can be rest assured about the beating he's going to get from him. So while this was on, while both of them were fighting, the music of Roman Reigns played, which distracted Kevin Owens, and this allowed Jey Uso to hit him with a super kick and then hit him with the splash, and then he got the win. So Uso then made his way up to the rank, and Roman Reigns held his hand up in approval, and he raised the WWE Universal Championship high. So that's how it went down on SmackDown last night. Okay, time for you to join us, but let us quickly just round up with what is happening. So let's quickly run down through the live scores. For now, Crystal Palace 3, Leeds United 1. Earlier we saw Manchester United beating Everton at Goodison Park 3-1.
Yeah, later at 6:30, Chelsea will play also Sheffield United, and West Ham United will be at home to Fulham. That's what to expect in the English Premier League. Then we'll go to the Spanish La Liga Santander, where SD USK played out to 1-0 draw with Eibar earlier today. Then it's halftime right now. Barcelona 1, Real Betis 1. Later at 6:30, Sevilla will take on Osasuna, while Atletico Madrid will welcome Cadiz at 9 p.m. Then to the German Bundesliga is 89 minutes of play. Augsburg 0, Enter Berlin 3, surprising, and Mainz 5 and Schalke 4, they are playing at 2-2 right now. 18 minutes of play. Then it's RB Leipzig 3, Freiburg 0. Berlin 4, Arminia Bielefeld 0. Stuttgart and Eintracht Frankfurt playing out to 2-2 draw. 90 minutes of play. Then later at 6:30, Borussia Dortmund will take on reigning champions Bayern Munich. Then that takes us to the Italian Serie A. We are earlier today, Cagliari defeated Sampdoria 2 goals today. At 6 p.m. Benevento will play host to Spezia, while Parma will entertain Fiorentina at 8:45. Then the French Ligue 1, one match has started, 19 minutes of play. Bordeaux and Montpellier still goalless at the moment. Later at 9, champions Paris Saint-Germain will take on Rennes. That is what to expect in the French Ligue 1.
Okay, guys. The phones are ringing right now. The phone lines are blinking. But please let us take these commercials. So after the commercials, we will start taking your calls.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across 672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
For yourself, oh, this not be the one you go take on the ear here, oh. You must take your eyes see so that you self go enjoy what the other people they enjoy. Uyi Technica, the generator headquarters where they make everybody enjoy generators of all sizes and models for affordable price. Whether not the small one for barber shop or having a big Perkins generator for factory and big building. Uyi Technica, the place for generators, spare parts, grinding machine, pepper mill, and others. Mention the name and size of generator where you want. Backcount, Uyi Technica get them. For the kind of money where they your pocket. Backcount, Uyi Technica get them. Go take your eyes see for the generator headquarters. Uyi Technica, 7981 and 83 Mission Road, Benin City, and all other Uyi Technical branches. Uyi Technica, affordable products for everybody jollification.
Welcome back to the Saturday Sports Fiesta, live on 90.7 KFM Benin City with me, Sally Ibrahim, the sports Kadabra, and it was my become the sports master. Okay, before we take your calls, let's just go to the Paris Masters. Rafael Nadal taking on Alexander Zverev. Interesting. First set, Alexander Zverev won it 6-4.
Yeah. Surprising result. One will expect a straight set win for Rafael Nadal, but it's really difficult right now. All he needs to do right now is to win the second set and the third set for him.
Yeah, we know Nadal is a mental fortress.
Yeah.
So he
has he won this tournament? Right, he's looking forward to his maiden title in the Paris Masters, so it could also go against him. Or it will go in his favor. But then I think this is one match he has to win if he is to win his maiden Paris Masters. But earlier it was Dan Medvedev who won his who booked his place in the final, beating Canadian Milos Raonic in straight sets 6-4, 7-6. So Zverev is leading the second semi-final 6-4 in the first set. All we need to see from Rafael Nadal is to win the second and the deciding set for him to book a place. But if it goes otherwise, it's going to be a difficult one for him. Then he will still be in search of his first title at the Paris Masters. But then, given the form that he has been this season, one was expecting to come back stronger in the second set against the German.
Other matches, Felix Auger-Aliassime played against.
That's in doubles. Yeah.
Okay.
They both beat Lucas Kubot and Marcelo Melo. 2-1-6-10-5.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what's happening at the Paris Masters. Okay, guys, time for you to call us 070-626-39275 or 090-3939-4427. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. And if you want to send a text message, send it to 081-851-00884.
Hello?
Danjuma. Yeah, welcome.
Good evening, Danjuma.
When the players are downstairs, still in time when they want to start. Maybe if they don't say they go start. No problem.
Hello, good evening, my good brother.
Johnson, welcome. I was telling you, let me just try it with the network. But the other guy said he was going to send us the card. I've been waiting for it. I did not receive any message from it. But I'm sure now that you've called, he will be reminded and he will send it.
Okay. The same color for Miss United. This is very because that's the first goal. That was the first goal Miss United before maybe 2 months or Palace. The
Okay. For 8 years, but some years later it was discovered. Look, that's so funny. These things they happened. Okay, Crystal Palace have scored the 4th goal, but of course it will be let's see. Belanayu with the goal. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. Sorry? Angel.
Yeah.
Okay, Angel, welcome. Is it your first time calling us?
No, it's not my first time.
Sorry? He's on leave.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good day. You're welcome.
So, I have to reach out to you. So, I'm later in the evening. I want to read them more today.
Okay.
And I wanted them to play Chelsea and 10.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Alright. Crystal Palace 4, Leeds United 1. And Ayu, you are from Wilfred Zaha to Jordan Ayu. So, from an Ivorian to a Ghanaian.
Hello, my name is Gad. I'm calling from United.
Okay.
I want to go to the
6:30. Today now. Yep. Okay, so that's the situation now. Crystal Palace leading against Leeds 4 goals to 1. Well, they always knew that this was going to be difficult, but they've given a good account of themselves so far in the English Premier League. They're even performing better than many expected, and still feel that they belong in the Premier League. They are not just going to be pushed over. Hello. Good evening, and welcome. Okay. I will forget it now. We can do it, but I don't have it yet. Check. Alright, we'll check.
We'll check.
Alright, thank you.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
This is
Stanford Bridge.
Yeah, Rovic.
Yeah, sorry. Today 6:30. Today 6:30. Projection, no, big prediction. Projection of United States election will be end. Now we wait for projection. Okay, go and project. You give 3 votes to Chelsea. Thank you. And this one, I've just transferred it to you. You said it was the red network, so I've done it to that number. Please, once you get it, check so you can call us and confirm. But I've done it.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, you're welcome.
Okay, I'm calling from my road.
Fidelis. Six in the competitions, but 5 in the Premier League. Yeah. 5 in the Premier League, 2 in the Champions League. Yeah, it is 6 altogether. Alright. Please turn down the audio on your radio. Mr. Ryan, welcome, sir. I'm fine, sir. Good evening. We did this, sir. Amen. Thank you very much. You feel fulfilled when someone who is 79 years old calls you and just say you're making me happy. That's the blessing that we get on this job. So thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate it. Hello. Okay. No, I'm looking at the Champions League. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, there was one that he got injured, so he missed the Champions League. No, not Champions League, the Premier League. Yeah. So it's 3 in the 6 together, 3 in the Premier League, 3 in the Champions League.
Hello, sir. It's Adesua.
Okay, it.
Yes, thank you, sir.
All right. When we get the other one, I will ensure we send it to you. It used to be the National Stadium Surulere in Lagos. That used to be the spiritual home of the Super Eagles. Listen, even the travelers, sometimes they play in different places apart from Wembley, but Wembley is where they play most of their matches. I have programs with you taking the national team to different venues so that people, fans of the Super Eagles all over the country can. Okay, this one I hope you are still listening. So fans of the Super Eagles all over the country can what? But I agree 100%, and I've even said it on this show that we need to refurbish the National Stadium Surulere Lagos. I have been in that stadium, I have watched matches, and the atmosphere is different from anywhere else in the world, including Abuja, which is our most prestigious stadium, the costliest stadium that we have in this country. But there's something about that National Stadium Lagos. So they have to rebuild the National Stadium Lagos. They're working on it now, and that of Abuja. So we can be having some of these qualified matches, once in a while. Bring some to Benin, take some to Uyo, take some to just to let everybody have a feel of the Super Eagles. But they should have a main venue. Whether it will be Abuja or Lagos now is the problem, because Abuja is the capital, but Lagos, there is something commercial special about that stadium. Specialty. And if you watch there, you feel investable. Yeah. You from the crowd, from the fellow spectators, you just feel today we know they lose. Nothing they happen. You get that feeling in Lagos. I've watched the Super Eagles play in Abuja. Yeah, we feel it is different in Lagos. Honestly, it's different in Lagos. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Tony. I'm calling you from January.
Tony, great to have you.
Yeah. Sir, I really wanted to inquire on some certain players of the past that have played for Nigeria and then we've not heard about them. One of them is Ikarika.
I'm not sure who Ikarika is still. I don't know. But I'm not sure it's still alive. Okay, what else?
And then there's one I think he played for UCB.
Okay.
Last year.
These are some of the players which to me for years I have not heard about them and they actually feel like way back.
Okay. Did you hear from that match to celebrate the victory of Godwin Obaseki and Philip Shaibu? We had that match at where's that stadium? That match. Okay, I can tell you that Friday Elaho was at that match. So Friday Elaho was on Benin just a couple of weeks back. Yeah, he passed down some years ago. Mechanica died some years ago.
Plays for Rovers, Levantes.
Mechanica, one of the fantastic footballers. But he died some years ago. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much for this information.
All right. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Good
evening. Welcome.
Welcome, sir. I want to ask you a question.
Where are you calling from?
Sorry, Greatness, calling from South.
Okay, Greatness. Go on.
If you want to give money funds,
manager? Santo and Rafael Jose Hutun. And who Santo? The Wanderers manager. Yeah. Yeah. And he's from the Benin background. Yeah, he's black. So okay, of course I'm black now, so let a black man. I'm not racist too. It would be great if we can have a black man managing Manchester United. We have very great players who are black, who represented Manchester United and did very well. Of course, you easily recall Andy Cole and the guy from Trinidad and Tobago. So why not have a black manager?
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome. Sorry, can you please send it again, I beg? No verse. Sorry, I did not see, I didn't get to that part. Please just send it again. Just send only the number. If you want to send a narrative, send it separately so that I don't read one and we can confirm is 33, not 35. It was a slip of tongue. Okay. Alright, thank you. Okay, no problem. Oh, sorry about about that, please try and call us back 070-6263-9275 090-3939-4427 081-2178-9154. And by the way, by hearing that never-ending US election, they finally called it. Okay, this is official. This from CNN. Joe Biden will be the 46th president of the United States of America. CNN projects after victory in Pennsylvania, put the Sacramento Bill Democrats over 270. Yeah, I think with the 20 from 274, it goes to 2. No, it's officially it's 270. Yeah, but I think they've given him. Senate has not given him that. The 11 electoral college votes from Arizona, but some others, including Fox News, have given it to him. So that's why some have him at 284, but he went 270 to win. The way it is now, he's won. So Trump says he's going to cut. So we'll see what will happen.
Hello guys, I'm
Please, walk away from where you are. Interference. We have this problem. I'm using an earpiece of us. If you're using an earpiece, please take it off. Or if you're putting it on speaker, please don't do that. Because I don't know, these days when you call us, there's usually this interference.
Good evening.
Okay, probably.
Yeah.
6:30. After this, we'll see if we can give them. Okay, let's see the lineup for Chelsea. I think they have released it now.
Okay, quickly, just give me some time to.
Two players who will not be playing. Christian Pulisic is injured. And Kai Havertz self-isolated coronavirus.
These are the same team that played in the Champions League, the same formation. Rhys James, Edward Mendy in goal. Rhys James, the right back. Kotsuma and Thiago Silva centre backs, and Ben Chilwell will play as the left back. Then Mateo Kovacic, N'Golo Kante, and Mason Mount will take care of the midfield, while Ake Ziyech, Tammy Abraham, and Timo Werner are the forward. So that's what we are going to be 4-3-3. So the same team that played against them.
That wasn't system. Kovacic started that match.
That match?
It didn't start.
It did start? Okay, because here we have Rhys James, Kotsuma,
Kovacic did not. I think Kovacic came on
the second half of that game.
Hello?
Hello, good evening, Brian.
Good evening.
It's Emmanuel from Upper Sakoba. I want to ask a question between Nigeria match on Saturday. Is it on Saturday? Yes.
Friday.
Okay, this one that they said there's no fund to go and watch it. On television.
I don't know. I work in a radio station. But I have to wait and see whether it will be shown on TV. But one thing, I will find out if the press will be allowed in. I believe that they will allow the press in. So if they do that, I'll be there and I'll be giving you live updates from that match. But for TV, I think they will because you know they are playing at home, so I'm sure they will show it. But because I'm not a TV station, I don't usually have the answer to that. But I believe that it will be shown on TV.
Oh, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good evening. Yeah, welcome. Okay, go ahead, sir. Okay. Because that's when it's 79 years old. If people are older than 79, that's it means over 80. You can call us. That is great. And a person that is less than 30, he cannot do good work. Don't mind them. To receive you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. All right, sir. Look, it's fantastic. Mr. Yamo came to see us. You know, when look, I thought he was joking. But when he came, he actually showed me his voter's card, and I saw really that he was 79, and the way he was moving, I mean, he's very sprightly, and you could tell that there's somebody who's really keeping in shape. So, young men out there that ladies, don't be lazy. Go and this man in this call is over 80 and he's telling us he still goes for road work. So, what excuse do you have? Go and go and keep fit. Good evening. Sorry? Welcome. Yes, start no problem. In the coming days, we will get in touch with the committee. So we even have them before the break. They were coming here to regularly give us updates. So we will have them come to the studio so you can ask them all of these questions. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Yeah. I recall once when I went to, my first time of going to the stadium was in 1993 when we played the World Cup qualifier against Algeria. You know, that was the first time. In fact, my dad didn't even want to allow me to go. It was in Lagos there. All the way from Ikorodu. I had to go. I told him, I don't know what happened. You know, people died in the National Stadium in 1989. I said, don't worry, okay, you guys go. Because my dad was a huge, God rest his soul, great, he was so passionate about football. So I got there, I'm still this moment, I was a teenager then got to the stadium and we were 2 minutes and the last week touch foul had scored. And I told my friend, go, yeah. So I was like, got up and I was so angry, I wanted to leave. That how the first time I am coming to watch the Super Eagles, I've been seeing them on TV. So I watched them and they have been beaten. And that was, he said, the last guy that called us. Our brothers from the East, those are Igbo guys. My friend said, we will win it, just don't worry. I said, okay, don't worry, that's my first time, we will win, no worry, just sit down. They gave me that encouragement and just sit down. I start, and what happened? Nigeria won that match 4 goals to 1. So these are the kind of things. And honestly, when you go to the stadium, you appreciate being in Nigeria. And sometimes when you see all these differences that maybe the political class is pushing, You know where it is coming from, because Nigerians are one. In the stadium,
no tribe, no nothing. One Nigeria.
The Igbo man is sitting next to the Yoruba man, the Yoruba man is sitting next to the Hausa man is sitting next to the Edo man. Everybody is one. That's why you will see Muslims singing Christian songs. No. Look, the unity that we have in this country, may it continue to keep us together. And look, all these, I don't know, really don't know what's happening and why we seem to be having so many problems. This country will become great if we just allow things to go the right way, honestly. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, sorry again. Let's go on this break. We will be right back.
Hey, my friend, longest time. Keep your distance. Are we quarreling? Haven't you heard that coronavirus has entered Nigeria and people are contracting the virus every day?
But I use hand sanitizer to clean my hand. I can't contract it.
That's a good step, but it's not enough. No handshakes, no hugging. Practice physical distancing by simply increasing the space between you and other people to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Truth is, stay at home. I'm only out because I came to buy food items for emergency.
You have to take responsibility to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Avoid areas where there are lots of people. Ensure to keep a physical distance of at least 2 meters from other people. Wash your hands with soap and running water regularly and do not touch your face, eyes and mouth if you have not washed your hands.
Take responsibility for you and the rest of us.
This message is from the Federal Ministry of Health, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, and its partners.
Convention. Gospel Church invites the general public to Convention 2020. Theme, Proclaiming Liberty in the Land. Speaker, Elder David the Beloved. In the web of a mystery, in the balance of the oracle, the bench of the prophets is exhausted. This is an esoteric subject. The truths have carried, now must be told. The mystery being finished, the vision now must play. Come to convention, come to Liberty Week. Venue, Gospel Church, number 1 Gospel Avenue, off Adeswa Street, off Airport Road, Benin City, Edo State. Date, 9th to the 15th of November 2020. Time, 5 p.m. daily. Come to the 7-day program of the spoken word. Come one, come all. The spoken word is the original seed. Signed, Elder David the Beloved.
Alright, welcome back, beautiful sports people. Let's quickly head back to the phones. Yeah, let's go to the Sports Fiesta on KFM. Sorry. Okay, no verse. Sorry. We appreciate you. Welcome, sir. Okay. All right. Oh. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, sir. We'll be honored to receive you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Look, I'm shaking. I'm not a kid, though. Of course, you know, I watched the 1930 World Cup. But of course, this is my parents there. But honestly, when you get calls like this, you know, from people who, if my dad were to still be alive, my dad died 2 years ago at 69, so my dad will be like 72 today if he were alive. But people who are older than my dad are calling me to say, well done, you know, you are making us happy, we listen to you every time. Look, I'm honored. Thank you very much. And all of us on the sports group, we are grateful that we're able to reach reach out to you guys and we're making you happy. It's not just the just being, you know, especially blessed that, you know, in Africa, that's how I was brought up. You have to respect those that are older than you, and when you receive they talk to you and bless you. I mean, it is wonderful. The young people too have also called to say they really appreciate it. So we really thank you. We really thank you, Diversity and Beyond. And we've got calls, messages even from outside Nigeria saying how much they appreciate this program. We really, really appreciate it. We don't take it for granted. Believe me, we don't. As the head of this station, I ensure that everybody appreciates the listeners, the audience, and we will never take it for granted. We will keep doing our best to ensure that we keep you informed, entertained, and educated. Thank you.
Hello again, Brian.
Thank you. Everybody all over the world is present for being astute when it comes to negotiation. He's my reader. Okay, alright guys, we'll go on a break now to take the request that you guys have made, so we'll be back after this, but okay, let's take one more call, then we'll go for the break.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, welcome.
It's Professor Nonson.
Welcome you.
Well, I just say the Barcelona fund. My name is Jerry.
Okay, Jerry.
I tell you, Barcelona is very much of dollar, but then I do with the what they just use to analyze KUFM. So, KUFM, they will never resolve it. KUFM is not like a different that you always want to go more.
To me, not the wife.
I was looking forward to get my first thing. It's not easy. So I really want they don't consent to extend station. You are a go-to because you don't get tired. I don't know, you don't get tired. You don't consent to spending.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm great, my brother. Your club is doing right now. 4-2. It's 7 something, so you can start celebrating.
Yeah, doing for that. I don't know what to do with this radio. So, one of these club. The president is brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright. Okay, let's break. We'll be right back.
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to sports food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly, spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Material Road off Ajib Junction, Sapler Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop Stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816 170 1105 or 0703 623 4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
Sale al terreno de juego y la afición lo quiere, de blanco y de oro, es el número 7. Es competitivo pero cumple su objetivo, demuestra ser el mejor en cada partido. Técnica, velocidad, disparo potente, olfato de gol y es un buen asistente. Se vale uno, se vale dos, Cristiano Ronaldo mete un gol, se vale dos, se vale tres, le hace falta y lo vuelve a meter. Cristiano Ronaldo, el equipo rival tiene miedo cuando te ve en el campo. Cristiano Ronaldo, el equipo rival tiene miedo Insurance FC of the Insurance FC the great. As it was in the beginning, we are the primal champions. We are the very primal champions. We are Insurance Football Club. As in 1972, there we go. We
Mario?
Yeah.
Mario was good fun. I could write a book of 200 pages of my 2 years in interview with Mario, but the book would be not a drama. The book would be a comedy. I remember one in Kazan. We went to Kazan in the Champions League, and in that match I had all my strikers injured. No Milito, no Eto'o. I was really in trouble, and Mario was. Mario gets a yellow card in minute 42, 43. So when I go to the dressing room at halftime, I spend, I would say, 14 minutes. I was spending 14 minutes speaking only for Mario. Mario, I cannot change it. I cannot make a change. I don't have a striker on the bench. Don't touch anybody. Play only with the ball. When we lose the ball, no reaction. If somebody provocates you, no reaction. If the referee makes a mistake, no reaction. Mario, please. Minute 46.
No way.
Red card.
No way.
So I'm just laughing. He got beat up so bad. Because, you know, I said, you know what, he talks so much crap. He say he wants to kill someone, he wants to get a body in his record, he's the hardest puncher in the whole division. He could have beat Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, he could beat all his guys in his prime. No, he couldn't. He don't have the stuff that them guys have. Them guys have incredible toughness, incredible boxing IQ, good movement, good jabs. I'm into what the had, which is a good right hand. And because he's tall and skinny, and a lot of people he fight is well overmatched, he just gets him by surprise, and he just he's just funny, man. It's fun. This guy talks so much crap.
My name is Anthony Oluwafemi Olasheni Joshua. And like many of you here, I'm a child of the Commonwealth. I was born in Watford, and my heritage is Nigerian. I come from the Yoruba people, who are the largest, and some might say the loudest, ethnic group in all of Africa. I am proudly Nigerian, and I'm proudly British, and I join a long line, perhaps too long to count, of UK citizens of Commonwealth origin who've made enormous contributions to this great multicultural society of ours. In my world, that would include names such as Joshua Buatsi, Lawrence Okoli, and Ramla Ali. Like me, so many children of the Commonwealth have two homes, two identities, two cultures, and two ways of viewing the world. Some even have more than two. These days, we hear so much about division and difference that some might be tempted to see that as a bad thing. But on the contrary, it's a beautiful thing, a thing to be celebrated and cherished, and a great source of peace and stability. I feel opportunity should be there for the taking, along with hard work, dedication, and perseverance, regardless of one's background. We need to strive harder collectively in order to create unity. It takes a village to raise a child. And in the same vein, it takes a whole community to act and stand together to tackle some of the challenges we are confronted with today. In the same way boxing gave me the opportunity and framework to become Olympic champion, Commonwealth champion, and now into heavyweight champion of the world. But I ask myself, what does the Commonwealth really mean? The second part of that word is key for me. A united common future could create opportunities for our Commonwealth cousins. So, here's to fish and chips, and a goosey soup and pounded jam, to the UK and Nigeria, and to the children of the Commonwealth. Thank you very much for listening.
Hello, entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM's social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Take advantage of our online presence and reach out to our growing audience at very affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 or 0806 530 5657 or 0802 232-7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business growth partner.
We've got just a couple of minutes left to the end of the show, so let us quickly look at the text messages. Okay, I've sent your message. Spirit from Megiddo, thank you. I've sent your message. I'm going to send it to Adiswa now. Okay, but that'll be after we take the other text messages. I just want to confirm that I have received it. Okay, let's see. This one says Oga Ibrahim, Ron will be starting in Benin City on Sunday, I believe, and I also have it in mind that you will be opportune to grant him an interview. You know, you should be the one to grant me an interview. Please, if possible, endeavor to ask him when he's throwing away civil business, willingness to serve his fatherland by refusing an invitation to the Super Eagles Cup, but also from everywhere. But I don't think that would be an appropriate question to ask Jonathan, because he actually gave him the opportunity to play the last time out. So, I don't know, there's a way we can ask those questions, but you've got to be careful when you just say you are denying somebody, you know. So you've got to be diplomatic and tactful when you ask such questions. But don't worry, we will find a way to say, okay, you know, how about Serendesa? Does this have a future with the Super Eagles? That's when you know, tell you, oh yes, of course, because I didn't invite you for this does not mean that the gates are closed, okay? So, good evening, Kubambas. Yes, the match between Super Eagles and Sierra Leone going to be televised. That's in Blair from Aurora. Well, I don't know the answer to every question, but when I ask this question, I usually say, I'm a radio station, I'm not a TV station, so I don't know. But look, I believe that the match will be on TV, okay? Because most of the times we have these qualifiers, you watch them now on TV, so I'm sure it will be on TV, but because I'm not KUFM is not a television station just yet, we actually KU Television and Radio Limited, you know, so we tend to get our own TV station. But for now, I can't categorically answer that question, but I believe it's going to be on TV. Okay, can you please add the PSG anthem on Saturday Sports Fiesta lineup of anthems? Thought maybe someone will be requesting it every Saturday. One of the most beautiful club anthems. Yagazem in Jason. Jones from Honore Road. Okay, but you know, we usually only play the songs that the anthems that are requested. But since we are making an original request, we can be putting it the PSG anthem. Okay. Good evening, sirs. When Nigeria played against Atletico Madrid, two brothers played in that game. I don't remember their names. Please, where are they now? I have not seen them play for the national team since then. Benny from Ikpoba here. Okay, so he's talking about but the top guy in that encounter is talking about Kelechi Wakali and what's his brother now? Chidebere Wakali. Yeah, but Kelechi Wakali is even on the standby list of this particular one that they invited. Yeah, there's a friend from Kelechi still once in a while he gets invited. Where does it? I think he go to the Huesca in Spain. But Chidebere, where is Chidebere? I don't know where. I'll find out where Chidebere Wakali is. Good evening, Mr. Ibrahim. Please, where is Albert Oyamwa? Is he still alive? Thank you. I am Osaze in Benin. I don't know. We've got to make inquiries about that.
But Chidebere is in Turkish Super First League, not just the Super League, First League, and that is the place which was choose last time.
Okay, that is what Arsenal on points. Please, I have not received my card too. Arsenal will win tomorrow. Who's this? Odile from Sapele. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to say about Yonka, but our last Francis, I think he was in charge when we were giving out this card. Okay, that's our package as we await this encounter. Chelsea just coming out, led by, I think that's Santiago Silva there, and Edward Mendy with his massive towel. He's always carrying that towel about. Okay. We'll see you on Monday morning at 8 a.m. Fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. My name is Salih Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Egosa Agbekan. So, start to 92.7 KFM. Play you the Paris Saint-Germain anthem as we leave this trip. Okay, so see you on Monday, 8 a.m. on the fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you very much for being a part of our day, and especially for our fathers who called and really appreciated us and prayed for us. We appreciate you too. And we promise to keep doing our best to keep entertaining you. We really, really love you, every fan and listener of KUFM. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
and more of that. What is happening around the globe? Me, myself, I want to know. Said you know, 'cause I got good news.
102.7 KUFM. Turn on excitement.